Hey, yo, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk, and I am your host, C Money. And in today's episode, we are cruising down the Shoppers Avenue, which is also known as the Boulevard of Americas. We are here in the Allapattah area. I am at the cornerstone. I'm at Northwest 22nd Avenue and Northwest 20th Street here in the Allapattah area here in the heart of Miami. And Allapattah is a central area. As you can see over there, there's a Goodwill Superstore right there, but we are going to walk and take more interest in this area here of 20th Street. Now, for those of you who are here in South Florida or from South Florida, you know about this strip of land. It stretches from about 27th Avenue all the way till about 14th Avenue. 27th Avenue to the west and 14th Avenue to the east. And if you know about 20th Street, you know this is the Shoppers Paradise. This is the street in Miami where you get discounts on clothing, perfume, beauty supplies, as you can see here, wigs, and a lot of stuff. I've came here a few times, as a kid, get some couple of outfits and stuff. I came here as an adult, get your work uniforms here, you get, your personal items from here. My mom comes here, there's a lace place here that she likes to go to, because she makes handkerchiefs and stuff and all of that. So there's plenty of, and I decided, well, why not just take a walk through of this area. Now this area, a lot of these stores are not high-end name stores or like known stores. A lot of these, majority, I would say 95% of these stores, maybe 96, 97% of these stores. Well, okay, I'll say like this, 99% of these stores are mom and pop stores. These are stores that you won't see in other locations. These are just regular mom and pop stores. And if you don't know what mom and pop stores is, mom and pop meaning they're privately owned, one place store owned by a local family or owned by somebody who keeps it in the family. It's not a business chained business, or it's not one of those businesses you'll see in several locations. But there actually is one business that did have a location, and I believe I did do a video of a location that they did have, but when I did the video, I think the location has closed. But we are going to go, we're coming up to that location where we'll give you more in depth of it. So and not only on 20th Street, but if you do go walk the adjacent areas and adjacent streets, like a lot of these back streets and stuff, you're going to find a lot of stores too. Some of these stores are outlet stores. Some of these stores are discount stores. There are several locations here in Miami that has similar like this. Like if you go near the Wynwood area, there's a little area called the Fashion District that, also where a lot of local people, like businesses, go to get their stuff wholesale. And I've been privileged to visit a lot of that. A lot of visitors, when they come to South Florida, they go to the high-end places. They go to Aventure Mall, Dolphin Mall, Bayland Mall, Sawgrass Mills. They go to a lot of these. But for us South Floridians here, especially the Miamians, we know that coming to 20th Street, you get the best. It's like an outdoor flea market. Now, Valsan Center. Now, this is the location. If you don't remember, I did a video a while back, and they had a location at the Central Shopping Center, which is where I told you they built the Kmart, where it used to be an old Kmart, and they turned it into a Target, and they have like several, stores there, and they have a Department of Motor Vehicles and stuff. They had a Valsan Center there too, and this is their main location, and they had several locations throughout Miami, but of course I believe this became the only location they have left over, because the one that I did at Central Shopping Center is no longer exists. And a lot of stores here have been over here for quite some time. I was just looking at a place called Chiffon Shoes, which is across the street further down. They've been down here for quite some time. They actually had a location. Now there is a location I didn't do that did have several locations. There's a place called Cool J's, and they have their own business, and it was further west of where I started the video at, and they had several locations. They had one at the 163rd Street Mall, which of course no longer exists, and they had one in the Miami Gardens area. I don't know if that location still exists, but this is thing. And of course, there are several little eating spots. I personally, there are 2 spots that I will eat from. There's actually 3 known restaurants here. One of them we'll probably see. If not, we're going to see. One of them is Subway. Another one is Popeyes, and the final is Burger King. But Popeyes and Burger King is further past all of the shops, but Subway is on the tip of the shop, so we'll probably get a chance to see Subway. And you do have a lot of discount dollar stores, a lot of discount shoe stores, and you do also have here where you have a street vendor that likes to sell, a lot of these street vendors, they sell like sausage sandwiches, hot dogs, chips and sodas, they sell miscellaneous stuff, And this is the Allapattah Community Resource Center. This was also, and this probably still is, I'm gonna take a look, because I remember that one of the city commissioners for the city of Miami do have an office here, so. Yep, Commissioner Miguel Angel Gabella, District 1, City of Miami. Yeah, that's, because they normally this is one of the city commissioners' offices. Some city commissioners, they have several offices throughout their district. This is one of them. And I don't know if this is his main office or whatever, but it's one. But yes, and if you want to get discounts on your personal items, body wash, soap, perfume, cologne, deodorant, body spray and stuff, you come out here. There's Aches, Miami Wholesale, beauty supplies, wigs, underwear, body oil, perfume. I've been in there, I've shopped there, I have gotten my personal products from there too. All these places, Mia Jewelry, things like that. There is a Walgreens here as well too, but Walgreens is on the corner of 17th Avenue and 20th Street, which is basically the beginning of Discount Avenue. But if you want to get technical, it goes all the way back to 14th Avenue, because after 14th Avenue you start getting into what is they call Health District, where all the hospitals and clinics and stuff like that. But if you want to get technically right with the actual length, starts from 20th Street and 17th Avenue all the way till about 27th Avenue. But a lot of the stores mainly cut off around 22nd. So the main walkthrough is from 17th Avenue 20th Street to 22nd Avenue and 20th Street. You just have a few stores beyond those streets, beyond 22nd, going towards 27. You have a few stores, but you know, Raffaello's, that's a good place where you can buy a lot of stuff that I've been inside there as well. And there's a lot of these stores. There's stores here that's probably, as a child, they're not here, but as an adult, they are. So I think I am going to get something from Subway. I do want to order me a sub, so I might get me a sub from Subway, you know, and something like that, which is also coming up, you know, so I am going to have the pleasure of doing that. So yes, but like I said, you do have these back streets, and actually I'm going to take a walk. Now if you go on the south side of 20th Street, you're going to get just homes and a lot of homes and stuff like that. But if you go on the north side of 20th Street, you do have a lot of these. You do have more businesses and more businesses and stuff like that. You see over here, you see all of that. Now, some of these places sell name brands, some of these places sell off-brand products, which is probably unknown. Like, you know, as you see in the video, you see a lot where they sell Dickie products and like Dickie clothes and stuff like that. Like if you want inexpensive work clothes, if you work in construction, or you know, you want khaki pants and stuff like that, you want Dickie pants for work and stuff like that, you know, you come out here, you know, because if you go to a retailer store, you're probably going to pay close to $30 for it. You come out here, you may pay $20 to $15 for a lot of this stuff. So, you know, you kind of look at these things. See, like they also sell little outfits that you can buy if you want to buy outfits. Mr. D Inc. Men's Clothing. I don't want to too much get into a lot of naming a lot of these stores, because most of these stores, they're here today and gone tomorrow, to where, you know, weeks from now, you know, it done been times where I seen the store and then 2-3 weeks later the store is closed, and I'm like, what happened to the store? And not only with just stores, restaurants as well. So right now we're coming up to 17th Avenue, which is basically the end of the 20th Street shopping. But now on the east side of 20th Street, when you pass 17th Avenue, because Popeyes or Burger King is past 17th Avenue, you're going to run into Popeyes first, and then, because it's right before you get to 14th Avenue, then when you get to 14th Avenue and go down, Burger King is on 13th Avenue. On the east side of 17th Avenue, you don't have any shops. You have mostly, you know, apartment buildings and, you know, warehouses and big buildings like that. On the west side of 22nd Avenue, which is back the other way, you're going to have a few of the businesses as well. Now, there are a lot of dollar stores in the area too. I had the opportunity of going inside one earlier, and there are a lot of places that you can go to as well. There's a Pizza Hut over there. We're probably going to get a closer look of the Pizza Hut, but there is a Pizza Hut over there, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, take heed if you're ever in Miami and you want to have a good bargain or a good deal, or if you're in Miami and you've never been over here, I suggest you come out. This is the Walgreens that I was telling you about that has a LabCorp. This is On the Run gas station. That's one of the few on the runs that you see here in South Florida, which was formerly a 7-Eleven gas station, and then it got took over, and then that's a hookah place over there. It looks like it, if I'm not mistaken. And there are a lot of areas here, and this is the heart of Allapattah. I'm gonna turn around and head back the other way because, you know, I'm gonna go get something from Subway and stuff like that. But in reality, this is the heart of Allapattah, you know. Further down this way on 17th Avenue, you do have a YMCA. Down this way, you have a lot of apartment buildings, you have parks, you have a lot of warehouses and stuff like that. That's going north on 17th Avenue. South on 17th Avenue, you do have And I'm gonna tell you this. This is about less than 5 minutes away from the River Landing Shopping Center. Remember, I did an episode at the River Landing where they have a lot of. I think I did an episode. If I didn't do an episode, I'll do another episode. But I think I did an episode of the River Landing Shopping Center where they have the Publix and all of that stuff. If I'm not, you're gonna see it in the near future. I just have to check it out because I think I did. And this is 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, less than 5 minute drive from the River Landing Shopping Center. Less than 5 minutes away from the hospital, this health district, which is Jackson Hospital, University of Miami Hospital, and a lot of the clinics and stuff. You're a couple of minutes away from 2 of the Metro Rail stations, the U Health Jackson Metro Rail Station, also the Santa Clara Metro Rail Station, and you're minutes away from a lot of stuff. So we're going to take heed. So now we're gonna go and walk back this way. I just want to give y'all an understanding of the area and how the area is here. And there are a lot of public transportations here. There's 3 buses that serve the area, and also a trolley that serves the area, which you're about to see in about 2 seconds. There's a trolley coming out. And plus, this is heavily trafficked because this goes with a lot of people who actually come out to this area, and they actually come out and shop. See, there's a trolley right there that is riding by, and it's a free service. So if you wanna if you're one of the people that is not big on walking, take the trolley, go up and down 20th Street. The trolley runs, I believe, 7 days a week. I don't know the hours, check the hours, and stuff like that. But if you're up to it, just check it out. And I am finna go get me something to eat, but I will just want y'all to know on how this is for us Miamians. Yes, we still do go to the malls. We do shop at Aventura and Dolphin Mall and Dadeland and Southland Mall and a lot of these other shopping centers, Northside Shopping Center and all of these places. But for bargains and deals, we do come out here where we can buy a linen suit, or we can buy a nice little cute outfit for the club or things like that. This is where we go to. So comment at the bottom of this page if you've ever been out here to 20th Street. You can also email me roundtable00@yahoo.com. If there's a place that you would like for me to explore and talk about, let me know in the comments. Let me know at the bottom of this page. Email me as well. I thank y'all for watching this. As always, as I say, stay safe, stay blessed, stay hydrated. Let me know, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Take care.